Next, the earth dries up and withers. Isaiah chapter 24, verse 4, New International Version, audio MP3, number 20. This nation's transgressions will produce such a horrendous famine in the land, more devastating than the world has ever seen since the creation of Adam. Food in America will become rare, causing the death of many people who live in her. An unthinkable result is that only a remnant will be left alive. Men who remain in the land will become rare. Verse 12, I will make man more scarcer than pure gold, more rare than the gold of Ophir. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12, New International Version. Now, here's a Coast to Coast AM side note titled Worrisome Scenarios from Coast to Coast. A memo report to host Art Bell and George Norrie. It doesn't matter whether you believe in global warming as the earth fries itself and terrible droughts and worldwide famines ravage the land. It doesn't matter whether you believe in the 2-decade-old movie called The Day After, which warns America about a possible nuclear holocaust to come. Perhaps you also thought it was too unthinkable, as portrayed in the film The Day After Tomorrow, to realistically take place. It is inconsequential whether actual events that will take place in the future are like Hollywood movie scenarios or not, because the scenarios to come will be far worse. The Creator will fulfill His will upon all His creation. Verse 25, there will be signs in the sun, moon, and stars. On the earth, nations will be in anguish and perplexity at the roaring and tossing of the sea. Verse 25, men will faint from terror, apprehensive of what is coming on the world, for the heavenly bodies will be shaken. Luke chapter 21, verse 25 to 26, New International Version. Book banner picture displays the movie poster The Day After, along with it The Day After Tomorrow, and An Inconvenient Truth. Concerning The Day After Tomorrow movie, this futuristic frozen Holocaust scenario was woven with literary contributions from mind-provoking author Art Bell. Scenes within this film depict hell literally freezing over. Art Bell, the now part-time host of the Coast to Coast AM radio show, co-hosts with George Norrie. Mr. Norrie, who carries the heavier load of the weekly show schedule, continues to complement quite nicely the show's enormous popularity. Art Bell feels strongly that the world's wicked weather patterns are quickening. Mr. Bell's book, The Quickening, does not beat around the bush regarding how dramatic climate changes will soon shake our world into submission. Former Vice President Gore has presented his theories on this topic with his documentary film called An Inconvenient Truth. Age of 42 author. Yes, there are thousands of predicted scenarios about our world's weather going wild, centered around theories of global warming. A great many of these theories are straight from the hysteria houses in Fantasyland. Nevertheless, great upheavals in our weather will come to fruition. Worldwide disastrous effects will be very real. Unfortunately, Katrina's entire family will soon visit and bring havoc upon our nation. I'm very sorry, America. Sadly, these terrorizing weather events will be like our worst nightmare. However, with these coming unnatural disasters, all of us, the United States, will be completely wide awake. Millions believe the Creator God Himself is behind this future shock and awe of spanking mankind into submission. Perhaps you are an atheist, not believing in God altogether, or considered a true believer who foolishly thinks the Almighty's patience will never run out. Every one of you needs to think again and fearfully consider. Verse 4, the earth dries up and withers. The world languishes and withers. The exalted of the earth languish. Verse 5, the earth is defiled by its people. They have disobeyed the laws, violated the statutes, and broken the everlasting covenant. Verse 6, therefore a curse consumes the earth. Its people must bear their guilt. Therefore the earth's inhabitants are burned up, and very few are left. Isaiah chapter 24, verse 4 to 6, New International Version.